Hey everyone, welcome to my podcast. My name's Akene. My podcast is dedicated to personal development and positivity. I will use affirmations and in some episodes also life stories to help us all continue to evolve and live our best life. All right, so before we begin this podcast, let me tell you guys about Anchor. It's an awesome app that I personally use to create my podcasts. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast directly from your phone or computer, and Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple, and many more platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum amount of listeners, and it's everything you need in a podcast in one place, all for free. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my podcast. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about a thought that I had at the gym this morning. And basically, what I realized was so many things, in our heads and in our lives that we consider to be problems aren't really problems. They're only problems because we allow them to be, because we spend so much time thinking about it and dwelling on it, then it becomes a problem. But the thing or the event in itself that happened isn't an actual problem. And so don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, of course, there's actual problems out there and all of that. But what I'm saying is there's a difference between an actual problem and just a problem that we make for ourselves. And so by problem, I mean, for example, like with me, like there are certain times where, I get friend zoned by a girl or things don't go how I would have wanted with a girl. And I make that a problem because I spend so much time thinking about it and dwelling on it and being hard on myself about it. When in reality, the event in itself that happened isn't a problem. The fact that, you got friend zoned by a girl or you got rejected by a girl or whatever the case may be, that in itself isn't a problem because when you look at it, it really doesn't affect your life one way or another. You have the option to keep living life and to keep going about your business, but you create the problem when you always focus on it and you allow that to control your emotions for long periods of time. And so that's what I really had to understand. And I know in another episode, I talked about how I had experience with girls in the past that motivated me to go to the gym and things like that. But even that in itself it can be detrimental when you don't go to the gym for a while, or if you stop going to the gym for any reason, maybe you get hurt or something, you have to take some time off. Not having that outlet for the gym when you've told yourself that the gym was your outlet for girls that had curved you and not wanted you and things like that. Now all of a sudden you're going to start to feel worse now that you don't have that same outlet. And so I figured that it's also important to, not just not focus on those issues, but to also have other outlets where, let's say if you can't go to the gym, just other things to kind of improve yourself, other things to kind of direct your mental energy towards. Because one thing I found is if you don't have any other hobbies or anything else that you like to do that you're passionate about outside of the gym, once things go south with a girl or with a specific person, it just leaves you feeling more empty and you feel like you don't have anything else to do except focus on that situation even more than you would have if you were going to the gym. So yeah, that's one thing I've decided I'm going to try to start doing more is just learning to differentiate between actual problems and problems that we kind of make up for ourselves, whether it's something that someone said to you or something that someone did to you. Just learning to understand that, me spending more time thinking about these things and dwelling on all that went wrong and what could have gone right isn't doing anyone any justice. It's really just, hurting myself because chances are the person that friend zoned you or curved you or did you wrong, they're not thinking about you as much as you're thinking about them. So it's in your best interest to just say, okay, this happened. I'm putting it behind me now and I'm moving on. And I think when you go about things that way, you'll find that not only are you much happier, you'll also find that you're a lot more focused on your goals and just focused on controlling what you can control. All right, you guys, that's the episode for today. I actually wanted to talk to you guys real quick about that thought that I had, and I hope you guys start to implement it in your lives, and I hope that it brings you guys a lot of value. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.